Hello guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm finally back with another recipe. I'm going to show you guys today how I make my roasted salsa verde. Before we go on with the video, I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the like button, subscribe down below. Okay, let's get on with the video. So for this recipe, I will be using 8 pretty good sized jalapeños, 1 Roma tomato, 2 tomatillos, medium sized, 2 quarters of an onion, 1 clove of garlic. I will also be using salt and of course my favorite ingredient, consomme. I am also going to be using a large skillet and a smaller saucepan, and I will also be using some aluminum foil. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to line my pan with oil. Make sure that the shiny side is on the side of the pan. So just like that. And I'm going to do the same with the smaller little saucepan. So we're going to make sure that the shinier side is down. Okay. I've already rinsed my tomato and my jalapeños, so now I just need to peel my tomatillos. And rinse them as well. I'm also going to pat them dry. Okay, I'm also going to break off the stems of the jalapeños. For these that didn't come off, I'm just gonna cut it off like this. So now I'm going to put all of my jalapeños into the pan, the larger one, so they can all fit. I know that I can roast them in just the saucepan, but I like the way they roast with the foil paper. Obviously the foil conducts heat, and I just like to roast them on the foil paper better than just in the saucepan or just on the burners. So I'm going to do the same over here with my tomato and my tomatillos. I'm also going to roast my onion, but I'm gonna wait a little before I put them in. So you're just going to periodically rotate them so that they roast on all sides. And if you've roasted chiles before, you know how good the house is going to be smelling right now. I'm going to go ahead and put my onion in now to get it roasting as well. I like to try to stand these sideways so that the sides can get roasted as well, and not just like the bottom and the top. To try to get them on the side that's not flat. it over like against the side. I also try to do the same thing with the jalapeños. Try to get them on their side that they don't lay flat by leaning it up against the side. Sometimes it takes a while, but boy, if you don't get your... Okay, that one's not working. By the way guys, if you saw my last video, you know that I broke my tripod. This is literally what I've been using as my tripod. It is a tub of Play-Doh with 2 chopsticks, and I put my phone right here to lean it over. So this is a mild, well, I would say it's a mild salsa. I usually like to add 2 serrano peppers, which are spicier than jalapeños, when I want my salsa to be really spicy. But for this video, I am just using jalapeños because I know not everyone likes super spicy salsa. But if you are one of those people, you could go ahead and substitute 1 jalapeno for 2 serrano peppers. Okay, so these are now about where I want them to be. So now what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of water. And I'm going to close up this foil, creating like a little heat pocket. To be very careful to not use your hands because obviously the foil is going to be super hot. So just try to get it as closed as you can. And we're going to let these tomatoes sit and stew. I am leaving the heat on. This is going to cause the water to boil and kind of like steam the tomatoes. Okay, so I'm going to put the garlic into the blender. And then I'm also going to take out the onion because it's already pretty roasted. And I'm going to put it in the blender. So once you see the jalapenos turning into this like pale green color, that's when you know that they're almost ready. Like this one's still pretty green, so I'm going to try to put it on that side. But you can see like this one. This one's green on this side. So these are almost done. So it's been about 10 minutes now since I've started to stew these, and you can see they're getting a lot softer. So now I'm going to close it back up. And I'm going to turn the heat off. So these are all pretty much how I want them. Now I'm going to do the same thing here that I did with the tomatoes, except I'm not going to add water. So I'm going to close it up. And I'm actually going to flip it over so that the heat can stay inside of the foil. And I'm going to turn off the heat. I poked a hole in mine, so what I'm going to do is I grabbed a kitchen towel and I'm just gonna put it on top so that we can keep all the heat in. So if I hadn't poked a hole in the foil, I would have just left it like that. But I do want to keep all the heat in so that the jalapenos can now steam and get nice and soft. So you want to leave these for, well, I usually leave them for at least 15 minutes. And in the meantime, I'll do something else, wash the dishes, whatever. But I would say if you leave them for 15 minutes, they should be good. So I'll see you guys back once I do some other stuff. Okay, so our jalapenos have been sitting now for 40 minutes. Again, you don't have to let them sit that long, but I was just cooking something else. But now you can see they're all this not so bright green color. So that's perfect. And the tomatoes are nice and stewed. So I'm going to add the tomatoes with all of their juice into the blender. Oops, I spilled a little bit. Now, I do not peel these and I do not take out the seeds, but you're more than welcome to. I like the roasted charry flavor that the peel gives. And I also like ours a little spicy, so I do leave in the seeds. I'm also going to add in some water, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of consomme. When I bought this blender off of yard sales, I didn't realize that it doesn't have the speeds, but I'm pretty sure they all do the same thing because I've tried different ones and I feel like they all do the same thing. So now we will cover and blend. So be careful that you don't over blend, because then it's just gonna turn into like a smoothie. And well, unless you like that, but I like ours like with a little texture, a little chunky chile, so I do not blend it too much. Now I'm gonna open and I want to see. Okay, so it's a little chunky, how we like it. And I'm also gonna taste. So I am gonna add a little bit more salt and blend again. Just to mix it. Okay, should be good. Okay, let's taste. So that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you recreate this recipe, please let me know in the comments down below how you liked it. See you next video.